You're pushing a stereotype that black women are unattractive when you make those kinds of comments and you're with a black woman. Is that how you feel? Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about red flags in an interracial relationship. And I just want to make it very clear, I am basing this off of my own experience. My husband and I are in an interracial relationship, but also that's kind of been how the cookie has crumbled for me. I'm going to stop yapping though so that we can just get into the content, okay? Understanding and respecting each other's cultural differences is essential in any relationship, but it becomes even more crucial when some of your differences are rooted in race. If you notice that your partner is consistently dismissing or ignoring your cultural background, this is a major red flag. Questions that you can ask yourself: does my partner actively engage with my culture and heritage, or do they dismiss it as not a big deal? Do I feel like my partner is minimizing my identity to make themselves more comfortable? I personally think that it could be a sign that they aren't as invested in getting to know who you are, and that there may be other motives or other reasons for why they're having this relationship with you. And we'll get into those in just a little bit. Back around Thanksgiving, I released a couple of videos about microaggressions, but in a nutshell, microaggressions are subtle, often unintentional comments or actions that reflect biases or assumptions. In the case of race, these can be anything from making comments about how exotic one partner is to assuming they fit a stereotype of their race. Even if your partner doesn't intend to harm you with their statements, these comments can build up over time and erode the safety and trust that you feel in your relationship. Does my partner make jokes or comments about my race that feel uncomfortable or hurtful, especially if I've already asked them to stop? Do I feel like my partner sees me as a stereotype instead of an individual? We had a moment like this in my relationship with Alex. I remember I was showing him the picture of a family friend. This girl was Trinidadian, beautiful girl. Alex made the comment of "Va ser negra es bonita," or "she's pretty for a black girl." At that point, I said, "What did you mean by what you just said?" "Well, she's pretty." I said, "Well, why can't you just say that she's pretty? Why is she pretty for a black girl?" You're pushing a stereotype that black women are unattractive when you make those kinds of comments and you're with a black woman. Is that how you feel? No, it's just something that we say. And I said, "Well, it's something that ignorant people say, so I'd appreciate it if you don't say it anymore." And to this day, he has not. He has been very good about guarding his language. There's a lot of things that he's been exposed to just through our experiences where he self-corrects now, and that's been kind of cool to watch. When your partner is more interested in your race or physical appearance than in getting to know you as a person, red flag. This can manifest as fetishizing your culture, looks, or background, rather than appreciating the full complexity of who you are. Do I feel like I'm being reduced to an exotic other, rather than being appreciated for who I am? As annoying as it sounds, sometimes people don't realize what they're saying is offensive. Or if you're the first person of another race that they've dated, they've been so inundated with stereotypical feedback that maybe they think what they're saying is nice. I say give them the benefit of the doubt. But if those things don't change, then absolutely, cut your losses and let it go. Oh, y'all, this one gives me visceral reactions. On the black side of things, there are people who get told that they sound white or that they're trying to be white. And on the other side of the equation, it is very interesting to watch how people will morph.
Yo, salutations.
Based on what they think they need to be or they need to do. Does my partner pressure me to act or think a certain way because of my race? Do I feel like I'm not allowed to simply be myself because my partner has certain expectations? Everyone deserves to be loved and respected for who they are without that added pressure of feeling like you have to conform to somebody's idea of what you should be. One of the main things we look for in a healthy relationship is support. In an interracial relationship, the realities of racial discrimination, prejudice, and societal biases affect both partners. However, if one of you doesn't take the aforementioned issues seriously, or worse, acts like they don't exist, that's troubling behavior that you should not overlook. Does my partner support me when I experience racial discrimination or prejudice? Do I feel like they downplay or minimize my experiences with racism? If your partner isn't validating or standing by you when you face challenges due to your race, it can make the relationship feel isolating and even unsafe. Family and friends might play a significant role in an interracial relationship, and if one partner's family or friends are openly hostile or dismissive about the relationship, that's a red flag. However, it's also concerning if your partner isn't willing to stand up to their family, or worse, if they allow you to be mistreated because of your race. I have had my fair share of experiences where my partner has been like, that's just them, and don't worry about it, and that's not how I feel, but they don't speak up, they don't defend, and it's a horrible feeling because you're left alone. Is my partner supportive of me in social situations, especially when it comes to their family or friends? Do I feel like I'm being accepted by my partner's family, or am I being kept hidden or kept at an arm's length because of my race? I know it can be hard to speak up, especially if confrontation is something that really makes you uncomfortable, but the amount of damage you're doing to your relationship by letting people walk all over your partner, it's not worth it to just stay silent. Yes, we're talking about red flags and things that would be deeply concerning to me in this kind of relationship dynamic, but I do want to emphasize that healthy interracial relationships are a thing. They are possible. They do exist. And it's essential to be honest, have open communication, and mutual respect for each other. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like or share it with somebody that might also find it helpful. As we always say in our channel, with God, all things are possible, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Take care.